G'day, and welcome to episode 53 of the Guy Who Sews podcast. My name is Sean, and this is my weekly podcast where I share my quilting adventures. I'd like to welcome both new and returning viewers to the podcast, but if you are new, I would love you if you take just a few moments to say hi so we all know we have a new friend. Where possible, any patterns, channels, or patterns that I mention, I'll put in the description below, but if you need additional assistance, please reach out. I'll be always more than happy to help. But let's go ahead and get started with our works in progress. It's been a week since my last podcast, which was 7 days ago. We've had Christmas and New Year's, and I'd like to welcome everybody into 2023. I hope it's a great year for everybody. But we're here to talk about quilting. So let's see what I got up to. Last year, my goal was to make all the quilt tops out of the kits that I had purchased in 2017, 2018. They've been sitting around for a while, and I wanted to get them all done. And I came this close to finishing that goal. Last one that I had to finish was the Somber quilt. And I was working on rows 5 and 6 last night to try and get it done before the ball dropped in New York. And I came very, very close to finishing. So let's see what I got done. This is row 5, which is a series of oranges and reds. And I think I have it upside down, but it doesn't really matter until I attach it to the other rows. So this is row 5. I love all the colors. I think all the reds they've used and the oranges look really nice. And then this is going to be part of row 6. I just have to attach the little grey pieces to the top there. And there's the red. Another one. As you can see, I'm very, very close. So next week, I'm really, really hoping that I can show you the complete quilt top. So that is super exciting. And then we've got plenty more projects to work on this year. And then the other one I've been working on quite a bit this week is the Sew Place Like Home Mystery Quilt Along, which is done by Art East Quilting Company, which is a company based in Sydney, Nova Scotia in Canada. And it's based on the Wizard of Oz movies. And the first 5 blocks are out, so I'm a little behind because I signed up 4 months late. And I got the first block done, which is Dorothy, and I think it just turned out so nicely. I mean, here she is. And she has the ruby red slippers. And in the movie, it's actually silver slippers. So they gave you the choice of either using the silver or the ruby, but I thought the ruby from the movies looked really nice. And it's the Kona sheen down here that I'm using, and that's what they called for. And I didn't even know this existed, but it turned out really, really nicely. So I'm looking forward to starting another block soon. I'm probably going to do Tinman next because Scarecrow has like 140 some pieces. This one was about 80. So I thought I'd do something, a little easier first. But that's what I have for works in progress. Now let's move on to our week in review, which, if you're new here, is a series of videos that I put together, some clips of me sewing and some other stuff we got up to. So I hope you enjoy. Well, I hope you enjoyed the week in review. It's one of my favorite sections to put together each week. So last week I asked you all what you wanted to be when you were a child and if you followed that dream. And it looks like a lot of you did follow your dreams, but some of you had completely different career fields, which was the same thing for me. I didn't really know what I wanted to do when I was a kid. I did not expect to end up in import customer service. But, I love what I do. So this week, since it is the first day of 2023 and we just rolled out of 2022, I wanted to know, what is your favorite moment or memory of 2022? For me, it's definitely the journey that I've taken here on the YouTube channel, all the friends that I've made. It's been an unexpected blessing, and I'm thankful for each and every one of you. So that for me is definitely my favorite memory for 2022. Let me know what yours is in the comments. Goals for this week. Goals are something I like to do each week just to give myself something to shoot for. It's if I don't make it, it's fine. It's just something I like to do, so that way it keeps me motivated and kind of guide on what I want to do. But for this week, I have a few goals. The first one is to try and maybe get another block of the So Place Like Home done, because this one's just so cute, and I want to try and catch up and not fall too far behind. If you see Clue 5, which is the Emerald City, it's pretty intense, so it's going to take me a while to get that one, so I need to catch up sooner rather than later. And then I want to finish the Somber Quilt. This thing is 98% done, so I really want to get this done and just finally polish that quilt top off. And then, if I have time, I'd like to get one of the Mythical Dachshunds. I keep saying this and it doesn't happen, but I think, maybe this week's the week that I get another block of those done. So that is my goals for this week. Let me know what your goals are. So in case you missed it, I put out one video last week. It was my live with Stephen Bland and the Idiot Quilter yesterday of my precut, the guy who sews. And we had just a good old chin wag, which is Australian for chat. And we sewed along. I did some of my somber quilt and my popsicle quilt. And it was just a lot of fun hanging out with Steve, and he's always a hoot to chat with, and I was really glad to have him along for a couple of hours yesterday. So if you missed that, definitely check it out. So upcoming videos, if all goes well, I'd like to do my very first block tutorial for this year, and I still have to make a couple of tweaks to it, but this is the block that I want to make. It's a heart quilt. It's fairly simple. It only has about 6 pieces in it, and it went together in about 10 minutes. I just need to tweak it a little bit. I think I'd like to make the point a little more, whatever you want to call it, and so forth. But other than that, I think it works really well, and it shouldn't take very long at all. So look for that video on Wednesday. And then this Saturday, with Breaky, the guy who sews, I'm going to have my very good friend Beth from Goody Goods come join me. I was hoping to get her on here one more time before her baby Archie arrives in a couple of months. So she's going to come out and hang out with me, and she's going to do a heart block pattern that she's found. And I'm probably going to work on something like that with this as well. So we're going to have like a little heart block whip party as well. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So definitely join us for that. So recent acquisitions. I was good and did not buy any fabric this week, but I did get some really cool Christmas gifts. My family loves to buy me clothes like t-shirts and that sort of thing for Christmas, and since they know I love sewing so much, they figured they'd get me some sewing stuff related t-shirts. And the first one I want to show you is the one I'm actually wearing, and I'll just pull the print up a little bit for you. And you probably saw it yesterday if you watched any of my videos. And I love this one. It was from my mother-in-law. She does always a wonderful job picking out stuff for me. The next one is one that I think my wife bought me. And it says, "Don't drink and quilt." And you can see that one of the blocks is backwards. So I guess this person was enjoying a few adult beverages while making that block. And then this one is also a fun one, which is "I'm a Peacemaker," and then it shows pictures of the different blocks. And then everyone's going to get a chuckle out of this one, and it's the Jack one. "If you see the seam ripper, now is not a good time." And everyone that knows me and my family knows that's definitely true. Did you guys get any fun sewing stuff for Christmas? Let me know in the comments. In addition to the shirts, I got a couple other cool things. The first one is a gift from my wife's best friend. She knows I love sewing, so she asked what I needed, and apparently Amanda told her I needed the new jack, so she got me this really, really cool one. It's a nice wood, and it has a cool little jack, and then you can kind of pull this around and put it back in for safekeeping. So I'm really looking forward to using this, and since I got it yesterday, I haven't needed to use a jack, so it's kind of like a good luck charm as well. And then I bought myself a little gift. I sometimes struggle with rulers because I have a 6.5-inch square and a 6x24-inch. And sometimes you need, to measure out like 8 or 9 inches, and I don't really want to pull out the really big rulers. So I bought a little kit off Amazon. It's called Spin About, and it's made by Quilt, which is actually made in the USA apparently. And it's a kit of 5 different rulers, and this is 6.5 by 12.5, and this has worked out really nicely. And then there's some smaller ones, all different sizes. And then it's got like a slip resistant coat on the back. And I've used them a couple of times already, and I've been really, really pleased with them so far. And the whole kit, I think, was about $25. So it's, very affordable. and I've really enjoyed it so far. So I'll put the description and a link below if you're interested in purchasing it. I am not an affiliate. I don't get any money from it. But if it's something you enjoy, definitely check it out. And, because having some different size rulers are definitely always very, very helpful. And I am excited. I actually have a complete quilt top to show you. Earlier not this year, last year, because it's 2023 already. So last year, I participated in a block swap with Alicia from Quilt on Tour, and she designed this cool popsicle block. And I was in a group of 12 people. I made 12 different blocks. I sent 11 out. I kept one for myself. And all 12 blocks showed up. And I thought yesterday during my life would be a good time to put this thing together. So the quilt top is now together. And this one here is the block that I made with all the, so it looks like a chocolate. And so this is it. And the others are ones that the other ladies in the group made, because I was the only gentleman in this group. And I'll move that across. And I'm sure you would have seen some of these in previous episodes, but I'm really happy it went together. It's about a baby crib size quilt size, so I think more than likely what I'm going to do is finish quilting it, binding it, and I'll probably end up sending it over to my sister for my little niece, because I think that'll be something she'll enjoy. Well, that wraps things up for today. It was a little longer than normal, but I had so much to share with you. If you liked the video, definitely hit the like button and leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of today's video. I always love hearing from you, from my viewers. So I hope you all have a great day. We'll see you on the next video. Happy sewing. Bye.